Peak of the week, it is Wednesday evening, and it is also the end of the month, which means a couple of very important things, which we'll talk about coming up here in just a little bit. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek from downtown Chattanooga at the News 12 studios. We've got a very quiet, as compared to about 24 hours ago, forecast for you. We do have a few thunderstorms in there, but as of right now, not really too much to worry about, and that'll be by Friday night into early Saturday morning. Kind of a soggy forecast, and what could be the potential of a big cool down coming our way. We'll talk about that again coming up in just a little bit. High temperatures tomorrow. It's not going to be anywhere close to normal thanks to that big push of cold air that's been sweeping down from the north. So get set for a cool day and a pretty blustery one coming up on Friday. We'll talk about the complete forecast here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Our weather window picture for Wednesday, we've had a couple of days of decorations for the holidays. Now looking out over the waters of Lakeshore Marina. Thank you, April Hewitt, for a nice view of fog out over the water. That's our West Shore Home weather window picture of the day. Got pictures? Send them to us at pictures@wdef.com or find us on social media. We're out there somewhere on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for as long as that lasts. Temperatures tomorrow, again, briefly might make 50 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Increasing clouds on Friday, a little bit windy as well, and then closer to normal on temperatures for Saturday with chances of showers and thunderstorms through the day as we go into around the rest of the weekend, expecting some more chances of showers as well. That cold air has dipped all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico and will continue to make things a little bit on the chilly side for a while. It's not often we see, again, a lot of that cold air going all the way down to around portions of the southern states, even all the way down to the Mississippi Delta and parts of the Texas Plain states. So a big frigid air mass across the area. Our next storm system is on the way. It's going to be making its way from the Cascades over the Rockies and making a southeasterly track heading on through the area into the next couple of days. That'll give us our next chance of rainfall as we go into the weekend. Tonight, again, on the frosty side, so remember to scrape the entire windshield clean. That whole periscope driving thing, just scraping a little bit off the windshield, that's not safe for anybody, so please don't do that. Back in the lower 30s to upper 20s. Temperatures into tomorrow mixed with clouds and sunshine, briefly maybe to around 50 degrees. Chilly but not quite as cold Friday morning, upper 30s to lower 40s for lows. And then the computer here is throwing in the potential of a few scattered showers by the time we hit Friday evening. Temperatures again well above freezing, so maybe the potential of a few scattered showers coming on through, but much of what we're seeing here is moving into very dry air. So it's a very good possibility that what we're looking here, if it forms, a lot of conditional phrases here, but if it forms, we'll be looking for the potential of rain showers to move into that dry air and then fall apart, not even hitting the ground, maybe a raindrop or two. The best potential for rainfall is going to be coming up late Friday night into around early Saturday. And again, early Friday evening, maybe a few football games still going on out there for championship purposes, and travel for Friday night could be the problem, but not really seeing a lot of activity. Now, toward the early part of the weekend, around Saturday afternoon, we may wind up with about a half an inch of rainfall, not exactly flash flooding material, but could lead to some wet roadways out there and definitely the need for making certain your windshield wipers are working. Way into the long range, past the weekend and into next week. Starting next week, Monday, could be a soggy start to the work and or school week with more chances of showers, but again, too warm for anything but just plain rainfall. More rainfall into Tuesday as well. We may clear out a little bit into Wednesday, but only briefly before another round of rain comes through Thursday afternoon and evening. The chances of cold air interfering and mixing in with snowfall potential, that's going to be way back up to our northwest and over the Great Lakes. There could be some decent lake effect snows taking place, again, well up to our north, and that's going to be around about Saturday, but that's our next best chance of rainfall. So the next several days, we'll see chances of rain almost every single day through next week and into next weekend. No winter weather, and so far no sign of any severe weather, so that's very good news for us. We'll be watching again with a lot of interest there to see what happens. Cool for Thursday, plenty of sunshine, more clouds on Friday. More chances of showers and thunderstorms coming up Friday night into Saturday morning, very late Friday night into Saturday. More chances of rain coming up across the area through the weekend, and that chance of rain will also take place through the rest of next week. Temperatures remain very much on the mild side, so too warm for anything but rainfall. And so far, outside of Friday afternoon and evening, well to our west, and early Saturday morning, really doubtful we're going to be seeing too much of anything in the way of thunderstorms. If there's any sign that we could be winding up with anything more than that, we will let you know, so keep it tuned to News 12 for details. Tonight marks the end of hurricane season for the Atlantic. We are finally over with, so the Gulf, the Caribbean, and the Atlantic are quiet at this time, so ending one season and getting into the colder season where the ocean starts losing a lot more heat, not getting anything in the way of development, at least from what we can see now. Can we get more storms developing into December? Yes, if the conditions are right, but as of right now, again, from the Storm Prediction Center, no severe weather, and from the National Hurricane Center, not showing anything in the way of development. It is also the end of November and the beginning of December. For record-keeping purposes, the weather track system, to where we keep track of data, climate information, highs, lows, things like that, are broken down differently than the seasons. They start on the first day of the month where the seasons change. So the season will change as we go toward the actual solstice coming up on the 21st, but tomorrow, December 1st, marks the start of what is called meteorological winter. Astronomical winter will start again on the 21st, round about the winter solstice, but tomorrow will mark a different change as we go into a new season for meteorological, again, record-keeping purposes. Not exactly going to be affecting everybody out there, but kind of a neat way to take a look and another way to measure the seasons and the data. Not everybody can make their way home for the holidays, so we take a special look at weather where the troops are at this time of the year. And at Thule Air Base, early on Wednesday evening, temperature back to -6 with a wind out of the east about 5 miles an hour. That's bringing a wind chill down in northwestern parts of Greenland to about -17. Compared to that, the area around the Tennessee River Valley is feeling quite balmy out there. And a new place we're featuring, again, going back over to around the Netherlands, around the area of Volkel Air Base, where the parts of the 52nd Fighter Wing are stationed near Eindhoven. Temperature a little bit more moderate there, 43 degrees. Bit of a wind out of the north, so we are getting a wind chill in the mid to upper 30s. If you have friends, loved ones, or relatives serving overseas at a particular place, let us know, and we'll try to feature that coming up in the next several days and weeks as we go through the bulk of the holiday season. And you can find me out there on various social media pages as well, and we'll get you updated on that throughout the next few days. Updates, again, if you have anything you'd like to suggest on here besides, again, where you may have friends or loved ones serving overseas, let me know at aonic@wdef.com. Have my old email address stuck in my head, and again, we'll update that for you as well. Coming up, again, through the rest of the week, fairly quiet, but otherwise not bad. Stay tuned to News 12 for more details there. Chip Chapman will have your forecast bright and early on Thursday morning. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. This has been the latest edition of News 12's video weather blog, Weather Overtime. Stay tuned for much more with News 12 at wdef.com/weather.